Hey guys, I promised in the last video that I would make a video where I showed off all of my CDs, and most of these are anime or J-pop related, but there are some that aren't, and there are some that have Japanese ties, and they might be American CDs but the Japanese import. So here's a long view of all of my CDs, and I've collected a lot over the years, and I'm going to kind of explain each one, and some of them have a story to tell. Let's start with here. This first one is all about Origa. This is by the Russian singer Origa, who was really active in Japan until her death on January 17th, 2015. And this is one of the compilations that was released to honor her, and I really like the album art. And if you're not familiar with Origa's work, she is a singer from Ghost in the Shell, and she sang that song, Rise, save your tears for the day when the pain is far behind. On your feet, come with me, we are soldiers in the line. She sung that song, and she also sung, and that was from Ghost in the Shell. And I really enjoyed her, and when I found out they were making this compilation in CD, I had to go get this one, and I did, and I don't think I pre-ordered it, but I did order it as soon as it came out, and it came from Amazon immediately. Not immediately, but pretty close. Now this next one, this one is Back to Basics by Christina Aguilera, and this Back to Basics CD is a little bit different because it's the Japanese import, and the people that produced the CD, or not produced, but produced the Japanese version, I guess, they spent the time to translate her lyrics into Japanese. So you have the booklet, but then you also have a smaller booklet that has all the lyrics in Japanese. And since I was studying Japanese many years ago, I had to get this CD because I'm a huge nerd. So this is the Back to Basics, the Japan version. And I really love this, and I might want to take another look at this again. Just the art and stuff. Now this next CD, this is another CD by Origa. This is called Complete Best, Origa, and Best of Origa, and this has all of her songs from, I think, 1994 to 1999, and I really love this CD, and this is one of the first Origa CDs that I got, and I was really into her music and things like that. So this is one of the first Origa CDs I got. I think someone gave me an Amazon gift card, and I bought it from there. Now this next one, Bleach Complete Best. This is the first CD of Bleach that had all of the openings and endings. There are a lot more, but this is the very first one that had the theme songs. And the interesting story about this, I really wanted the CD because I started a couple years ago. I started getting into Japanese anime openings and things like that, and I really wanted the CD. Well, there was a store called Paradise Anime, and it was really close to my house where I lived in Houston, and I really wanted the CD, and I saw they had it on their website, so they were selling it, and so I went in there, and they said, well, you know, we have it, but we do not have it right now. But I heard it playing in the background. I recognized the theme song. I'm like, there, she's playing it, you know? She's playing it. Okay, so that means that she probably buys it. And well, I was like, oh, okay, you know, I'll come back later when y'all have it. And she actually took out the CD from the CD player and gave it to me. Like, I paid for it, but she gave it to me. She took it out of the CD player, and I bought that from her, and that was really, really cool. Now, this CD, Blood Plus, this is when I really got into anime that wasn't Pokemon or wasn't kitty anime. And I heard a lot of the theme songs, and I knew I had to get this CD. And I really wanted the one with the anime opening. I mean, the anime openings on DVD. But this one is really cool, and I like the album art. But it was a little bit different than the one I saw in the store or in Amazon. This CD has a few different album arts. I don't understand why. But this has Chitose Hajime is on there, and Overworld, and things like that. And this was my really first taste of anime that wasn't anime openings that weren't like Gotta Catch 'Em All, Pokemon, and Sailor Moon. So that's a really cool one. Blood Plus, the soundtrack. To be honest, I only got this because it existed. I was really into Blood Plus at the time, and I knew that there was a soundtrack, and I had to get it. Do I listen to it? No. Is it on do I have it on my iTunes library? Yes. Yes, I do. And this is really cool. The music score is really good, but I am not really a soundtrack thing. I like singing along to things, and you can't really sing along to soundtracks. But this is still a really good album. Boa. I actually got this at a Barnes & Noble, which is really saying something because you can't really find K-pop here, but I guess since it was in English, they had it, and I really like this album. It's really dance. It's by Boa, and it's also called Boa, and it's it sounds like more dance music, which is it's really fun to dance to, obviously. And I got that at a Barnes & Noble. Okay, this one is Maximum Zahomon has the this opening and ending theme to the opening and ending theme to the second season of Death Note. And I actually got this not as a graduation present, but I got a Target card for my graduation present. And sometimes the things that are sold on Amazon are also sold on Target. I guess they're the same company. And so I used the Target gift card to buy this CD, and I'm really happy that I bought it. It's really cool. The album art's really cool. And I actually showed this to a friend that he's really into death metal, and I sent him a video of one of their songs by Maximum Zahomon, and he was thinking, oh, whatever, this is gonna be some JPop crud, and I sent it to him. I sent him the video online, and he emails me back, and he's like, that is awesome. So, and he thought it was really cool. So, Exodus by Utada Hikaru. This is her first major studio album that's in English, and I was really excited because I heard a lot of her Japanese stuff, but I was really excited to get this to get an English version so I could sing along, because I wasn't as fluent in Japanese yet, and her songs are really good, and they have a little bit of a dance mix too, and so I'm really glad I collected this one. Okay, this one has nothing to do with Japan or anime. This is Dirty by Cristina Aguilera, and this is a single album, and I only got this so I could get one song, and that was that song, I Will Be Strong on My Own. It was that song, and so I only got this to get the Dirty no rap edit and the I Will Be song, and it was a single, and I don't think it was worth the price I paid. I don't even know what I paid. I don't remember what I paid for it, but I'm pretty sure it's a single. It's not worth it. Deep River. This is by Utada Hikaru, and this is a very good CD. I believe it. Oh, I know for a fact it has the Hikaru song from Kingdom Hearts, the Japanese ending of the Kingdom Hearts game. So if you guys are gamers out there, you know Kingdom Hearts. You should know Kingdom Hearts if you're an old school gamer and you were playing a PlayStation 2 in 2003, 2002. So this is a really good album. This is one of her Japanese albums. She has a lot more Japanese albums. Death Note. Just like with the Blood Plus CD, I only got this because it existed, and I found it for a good price, and I liked Death Note. This is a lot of cool songs. They use a lot of choral sounds and things like that, and it's a lot of fun. But again, I'm really not into soundtracks, and I only got this because it existed, and it was Death Note anime, and I had to get it. So that's Death Note, the soundtrack. Colors by Utada Hikaru. I got this song mainly, I got it for Christmas, and I wanted this song mostly because it had Simple and Clean, which is the English ending of the game Kingdom Hearts. So I enjoyed this, and I still have it, and I do listen to that song, and that's on my player. Christina Aguilera. This, just like the Back to Basics, this is the Japanese import, and it has the lyrics in English and translated into Japanese, and I like this album art. I think it's a lot cooler than the American release. That's just my opinion. I think it's a lot cooler. And I thought it was cool to see the lyrics in Japanese as well as English. That takes a lot of dedication to do that. Kashini. This is by Chitose Hajime. The singer, she sung the second ending of Blood Plus, and after hearing her unique voice, because she does a lot of Japanese island songs, I had to get her one of her CDs, and this actually came with a DVD. And of course, since this is a Japanese import, I couldn't really I couldn't watch the DVD at all because I had an American player, and it doesn't work. So my one player was not working correctly anyway, and it was old. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to get another player, and I'm going to look for a region-coded player. I looked all this stuff about region-coded players, and this is probably where my obsession began with DVDs from other countries. So thank you, Chitose Hajime. Fixación Oral. This has nothing to do with Japanese. This is just like a dual pack. By Shakira. It has an album in English and in Spanish, and it also came with music videos from both of her albums. So that was a really cool find. First Love. This is the first Japanese album by Utada Hikaru, and it has her hit single First Love, and I believe it has Automatic on here as well. And anyone in the 2000s, 90s, late 90s, you would have probably heard of Utada Hikaru if you're a big anime fan, and especially if you're a Kingdom Hearts fan. So this is a really cool album, and I like how she looks different in all of her albums. Gunslinger Girl 2, the theme song collection. I actually got this because I wanted to have I really loved the Gunslinger Girl 2 theme song, and I really wanted to have it for myself, and I looked all over for this CD, and I was really happy to have found it, and I really wanted that song, Tata Hitotsu no Omoi, just one little thought, or just one thought, and by Kokia. And so I would type, when I was looking for this album, I would type in Kokia, but it would give me Nokia, like the phone, and that would get really frustrating. Finally I found it, and I kind of looked at Amazon reviews, and I got the right one, and I'm not upset with this purchase at all. I really enjoy it. Otaku Hikaru, Single Collection Volume 1. This has been out for a while, but I got this recently, maybe 2-3 years ago, and I really love Otaku Hikaru's stuff, and I got this from a Hong Kong company called YesAsia.com, and they have a lot of Japanese CDs, and they're pretty reasonable. They're not like Amazon where they jack up the price. I got this for pretty reasonable. They are going to be a little bit more expensive because you are importing stuff, and I think it is a kind of a more specialized market, but you might save $10 or $15, which is good. And this has her singles, I think, from 1999 to 2006, so. Ultra Blue. I actually got this at a Best Buy, which is really saying something. This is by Otaku Hikaru, and that's saying something because Best Buy is not known to have a big selection of international music, and they're more modern, and they don't even have a lot of music anymore that I know of. They're more of appliances and things like that. And when I found this, I was like amazed. I'm like, I'm keeping this. And this has a lot of cool songs, and it even has Passion, which is the opening to Kingdom Hearts 2, the Japanese version of Kingdom Hearts 2. So that's on there, and a few other things are on there, so that are her singles, which are really nice. Nice and Naughty by Bibian Su. This lady is actually from Taiwan, but she has a few Japanese singles and albums. I think she has one or two. And this kind of comes with it's kind of a deluxe set. It comes with 4 songs, and it also comes with the DVD. And again, I really enjoy this this album. And since I have it on, I do have this on my thing, and I do have it as part of some playlists on my iTunes library, so that's really cool. But there's 2 songs, and there's a karaoke version, so it's really cool. Mi Reflejo, just like with the previous Christina Aguilera CDs, this one had the Spanish lyrics and the Japanese lyrics, and I just think that's really cool. And I should probably look at them more, but that's just me. But it was really cool to find this, and I've looked at the lyrics before in Japanese, and I just thought it was like the coolest thing, and that they decided to do that. Cyclone by 12012, and to me that band name sounds like an address. This is from the anime Romeo and Juliet, and it was a cruddy anime, but the ending song and the opening song, this is the ending song, Cyclone is the ending song, and it is awesome. I really enjoy it, and I'd recommend this CD if you're into different anime openings, or if you're into 12012. Kururi Kururi by Nana Musuka. I really like the way this song sounded. but I mainly got this CD because I watched the video of this song, and they had a piano by a tree, and I was like, I have to support this. So I ended up getting the CD, and it's a really cool song by Nana Musica. I don't think she's too active. I haven't seen other albums by her, but I really like this song. It's really fun. Mizu no Madoromi. I got gypped with this song, with this CD. This is by Origa, and there is a Russian version and a Japanese version of Mizu no Madoromi, The Water's Slumber. And I don't know if the Russian version is different. If anybody knows the Russian title, anyone knows the Russian title, let me know. But I got gypped with this CD because they were like, oh, it's out of print, and it was, I believe it was, because I looked at different websites, and so I paid a good amount of money. And then you look on Amazon right now, and it's really cheap now, but I'm not getting rid of this thing. Okay, again, this has nothing to do with anime. It's pink, but I just had to get this. It was her greatest hits, and it also has a DVD player, DVD that comes with it, and it has all of her music videos. This is greatest hits so far, so it's really awesome. One reason this one is hard to come by, I get this from Yes Asia, and it is the opening theme to Dead Man Wonderland, and it's originally in English. Like, this isn't a fan dub or anything. This is by Dead Man Wonder Band and Fade, and it's actually in English, and it's really a kind of a rocker kind of theme song, and this was really difficult to come by, and I don't know, I probably wouldn't have gotten it if I had not gone to yesasia.com to get it. And it's a really cool song, and there's also another song by them as well. So this is a good thing. This is a good CD. Oral Fixation, this is the one, this is a Shakira album that came with the Spanish CD and the music video CD. And this one's a lot of fun, and I'm not too big of a fan of Shakira, but I kind of was in that stage where I liked collections of things, and I decided to buy this, like special edition stuff. I went crazy for that, so I had to buy this. Okay, again, like with the Shakira, this is Britney Spears' best album, one of her best albums, and it has a CD and a DVD, and I believe it might be the Japanese import, but I'm not sure. But it has a CD and a DVD of all of her music videos that are featured on the CD. Smile by Like and Seal. This has the theme song to Fullmetal Alchemist, the second season. Ready, steady, never look back. Let's get set now, ready, steady, you. And I really like this album, and I like the album art. I know that sounds kind of weird because it's not really too creative, but it is a good album. And I didn't realize they've been around a long time, which is really cool. And I really like this album. Stripped by Christina Aguilera. This is also the Japanese import, and it has the thing in English. It has the lyrics in English as well as in Japanese. So enough of that, because it's just kind of the same thing. Okay, we're almost done here. Heart Station by Utada Hikaru. This was released in 2008, and I got this kind of I got money from graduation, and I got it for graduation, and I really like this song. It has Stay Gold on it, it has Flavor of Life, and it has Kiss and Cry, I think, and Heart Station. And this is a good, if you're an Utada Hikaru fan, would be really cool to have in your album, have in your collection. Keeps Getting Better by Christina Aguilera. This is the Korean version of this CD. It has music videos, and I believe the lyrics are also in Korean. I know I'm a huge nerd, but and I just thought it was cool to see the lyrics in Korean, and I thought it was really cool to see all the music videos. Because I'm a big Christina Aguilera fan, if you can't tell already. Kingdom Hearts. This is the first CD that I ever got, and I was like obsessed with this game and this, mainly the Simple and Clean theme song, and I had to get it. And it comes with 2 CDs, and I believe it was made in Holland. But it was really cool, and it's instrumental, but there are some actual songs on there that you can sing along to. It has Simple and Clean, so that's really cool to have. And I'm really happy that I have this, but they're all collecting dust. Okay, now we're getting into something really cool. This is Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood Complete Best, and this is really cool because it has the CD and a DVD of all the openings, a booklet, and little postcards, which I haven't used and I'm not going to use. And it has a nice cardboard case, and it looks very hardcore, and they did a really good job of decorating this thing. And I accidentally, when I bought this from Yes Asia, I accidentally bought 2 of them. I don't know what happened, but I accidentally bought 2 of them, and it was around Christmas time, and I ended up giving one of them to one of my friends who also loved anime, because it was brand new. You know, I was like, well, because they're a Hong Kong company, I'm like, it's never going to get back to Hong Kong. So I ended up giving this to my friend for Christmas, kind of by accident, but it worked out. Okay. This is another Chitose Hajime CD, Watashi no Ki, and this has 3 songs on it, and I really was into Chitose Hajime at the time, and I like a lot of her songs. They're kind of folky, and they have more what would be considered island songs, and I really like this album, but since it is a single, I don't think it's worth what you end up paying for it. And this one, Fullmetal Alchemist Complete Best. This, I believe, this is the very first CD I ever got at an anime convention. I wanted to go to an anime convention so bad, and one of my mother's friends, I was just kind of telling someone in passing, I go, I really want to go to an anime convention, but I don't have anyone to go with. I was really shy, I didn't know anybody, and who am I going to go with? And she goes, I'll go with you. I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, you're 40, you don't want to go there, I go, you don't want to go to that. I told her, I'm like, you don't want to go to that. And she goes, no, I watched Fullmetal Alchemist, I watched Death Note, I watched this. I'm like, oh my god, where have you been all my life? And a friendship was born, and, yeah. And this is the very first anime CD I got at a convention, and I believe I got it at Paradise Anime because they were at the convention that year, and it was really a lot of fun. So many memories from that convention. Hikari. I got this for Christmas along with the Color CD I showed you. And this has the this is the opening theme to the Japanese version of Kingdom Hearts. It's called Hikari, which means light. And so I really like the CD, but I don't really like the album art, but that's just me. Okay, this is the last CD. This is Utada Hikaru. This is the one. This came out in 2010, and I actually bought this at a Barnes & Noble with my BoA CD, and it was really cool. This has Simple and Clean and Sanctuary on it, which are the two themes for the Kingdom Hearts games. And I really like her style. I think it's a lot better than her first album, but her first album is really good. And I really like this album art, and it's just it's really cool, and I'm really glad to have this CD in my collection, and I'm glad to have all these CDs in my collection. I can't believe I went through that whole thing. Wow. I mean, it's amazing. I really like having all my CDs in my collection. So let me know if you have any of these CDs, or if you like certain themes. Please let me know. I really like to know your input. I love talking to you guys and reading comments. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.